Hello everyone, my Hexe here. Let's continue in our journey through Danganronpa. And I think we are in the last chapter, I'm not really sure about that. And things are getting real serious. Now in this chapter, we are supposed to resolve all the mysteries surrounding the school, Monokuma, and the ultimate despair. And honestly, I think that it's way cooler than investigating someone's murder. I mean, because, for example, I think all the murders were kind of easy to solve. But trial number 2, when Shihiro was killed, I'm not counting that because that was bullshit. They literally just it was made to throw a view of the loop and fuck with you. So I didn't really like that. But for example, um, when Celeste was the murderer, I really liked that case because it wasn't as easy as Ayaka's, as Leon's trial. But also it wasn't something. It didn't have the stakes of the second trial, and it was quite easy to solve. Maybe just some quicks and bitsy here, but it was clearly Celeste. But right now, if you ask me what the heck is going on with the school, what theories do I have? Well, they're implying too much that still one of the students, is the ultimate despair and is the mastermind behind this. But they are also talking there may be a group of people that are doing this. They're playing it like it's one of the people that are still alive, but I'm not sure because I think I said it last time. But in Umineko, you can never take for granted that someone is dead. Never. So this time I think it's the same because they'll die in pretty fashionable ways, let's call it. So I don't know. Maybe just to put on a show and they could easily escape somehow. I don't know. But right now we are going to explore things. I don't know if individually or with Kiriri. I hope we got together. So you're gonna go off on your own too, right, Kyoko? Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we are going to do our searches separately doesn't mean we can still work together. That goes for all of us. I think I see what you mean. Doing our own investigating doesn't mean we can't work together in the end. And I should just see it as us splitting up to cover more ground. And then we can get back together and share what we found. Yeah, that's right. Well, I'd better get going. I have an endless list of things I need to check. Monokuma said all the doors in the school had been unlocked, right? So we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny in the school. We can visit all the places we couldn't go before. Makoto, no matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth. By any means necessary. With that, Kyoko was gone, leaving only me. I don't have time to waste it. I have to begin my search. I still can't believe the mastermind might be one of us. So that's what I have to prove. I prove that the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of this school. And then we can all escape together. Investigate. I guess I'll start by taking another look at Mukuro's Monokuma file. So, also because we also need to implicate that the mastermind is behind Mukuro's death. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Once we find out who killed Mukuro Ikusawa, then we'll know who the mastermind is. So, where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? Obviously, I guess I should start with the rooms that were locked up until now. The headmaster's room, the biolab, and the door in the data center with Monokuma's face on it. Oh, and the second floor of the dorms, where the gate was down before. That should open now, right? Yeah, I want to investigate that the most. After that, I'll have to double check the areas that are connected to the murder, which means the garden and the dojo. Okay, time to get started. Place to check. Nice, okay. I'm getting pumped up. Yes. This game for me is sometimes a little bit hard to understand because there are things that are really plain as the day that obviously we need to investigate the parts that were closed before, and in the other trials there were also multiple times. Well, for example, in the last trial we spent like half an hour trying to prove that Kirigiri was not the victim, with Kirigiri standing up in front of us. Like, what the fuck? For me that was really stupid. I like Yuhiro a little bit, but that was way beyond stupid. And then you have this part of the game that, yeah, there is a complex puzzle in here. You need to find out on your own what's going on. So I think it's a little bit unbalanced about that. Okay, but let's continue. The gate's open. We can finally check out the second floor of the dorms, which means I have to do it. Whoa! This is the second floor of the dorms? It looks like some ancient ruins. Or no, it's more like a battlefield. Like a bomb blew up here or something. Maybe those are the noises that Taka heard back then. Oh, there's blood? This is blood? Do you guys agree? This is blood. And wait, doesn't this go to the exterior? Like, we can actually escape from here? Whoa. Is there literally nothing I can... There's more blood. Think there's blood in here? The bed is completely torn apart. I mean, it's not even really a bed anymore, it's just garbage. There's blood in there. Is really all? Are you not going to mention the blood or the paper scrap over there? Huh. Look at these holes. I opened the door just a crack, glanced inside and immediately closed it again. There wasn't even a hint of a bathroom. Just a big pile of rubble. Okay. This is blood. You're not going to tell me otherwise. Look at this. Whoa. We cannot even enter here. And can we enter here? Doesn't seem to destroy. Seems like we can't. Okay. Don't be so... there is no time to think about that kind of stuff, Makoto. We are fucking investigating this whole area. What? There's literally nothing to see here? Okay. Oh, what is that? Blood in this side. And a giraffe coming out of a door. This room is filled with lockers. It must have been for the Hope's big students who came before us. The class before ours must have used these lockers. Yeah, oh, we can check all of them. Oh, holy shit. Okay, this is going to take a while, guys. There's a metal plate mounted to the locker. I really want to know what's inside, but there is no way. I can't imagine any way to get this locker open. I'm not even gonna bother trying. Oh, come on, you should be bothering. Trying. I wonder if I can open this locker. Nope, locked. There is a card reader installed on the door. That must be how you get the locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card readers for the locker rooms on the second floor of the school. And you have to use your e-handbook to open those up. So does that mean... well, let's just give it a try. I took out my handbook and ran it across the card reader. And then... no luck. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it, which means none of us can do it. None of us? There's a metal plate mounted to the locker, there's no way to get it open. Okay, it's the same. Maybe one of them will actually open? It looks like these lockers are very broken. Okay. Same. Okay, no luck. The other one. Let's go faster. Okay. Just to get it out of the way. Okay. So completely okay. I don't think this locker's gonna open, but at least we got a Monokuma coin. Okay, rattle. No luck. Okay. No way to get it open. Can imagine. Okay. Okay, I think we checked all of them. And is there nothing else to this room? Seems like it's okay. Yes. That is a giraffe, right? Coming out of a locker. Oh. That looks like some Egyptian stuff. I'm not really well versed in Egyptian what you call it, well, topics, that kind of stuff. So I'm not really sure what that kind symbolize, but at least I know it's more likely to be from the Egyptian lore. Okay, and it seems it's written in blood. I will assume that everything that is in red is blood, because in that room, in the disastrous room on the 5th floor, blood looked like real blood. We are not talking about that pink stuff. So, see, this is blood. This is definitely blood. Okay, it seems like there's another couple of rooms over here. Okay, so we can only enter to this one. Huh, what is this? This room doesn't really feel like a student's room. It has a more adult atmosphere.
So,
Oh, Kiriri. It's the headmaster's private room. Kyoko!
eh,
I have been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. Huh? A regret? What do you mean a regret? Kyoko looks almost meek right now. She must be thinking about something. I probably shouldn't wear her hair. Okay. So many things to check. There's a PC on the desk. It must have belonged to the headmaster.
どうやら
However you said it last, it looks like they were pretty interested in the ultimate despair. The PC still has some search results left on it. Then we might be don't do this to me. Then we might be able to get some info on the ultimate despair. There's not much enough. Nothing we don't already know.
つまり
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. That group is responsible for the tragedy which happened 1 year ago. They are the worst sorts of people whose driving force comes from despair.
でも
And that's all there is. Not much to it, is here? Is there? But I guess that's the best he could do as a complete kirigiri failure. But any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get on our hands on. I see. That's a good outlook to have. Okay. It's a group of people. A letter share. I can imagine a student using something like this. It must have been the headmaster's. Okay. Huh? There's a strange gap in the wall. Is it some kind of design mistake or a construction defect or something? Obviously not.
それは
There is a gap here, but not just any normal gap. I can feel breeze coming out. A breeze?
ええ
There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall. Open space? Does that mean... You mean like a hidden room? I think I might know how to open it. Do you know how to open it? Did you figure out some kind of trick or something?
ええ
A very easy trick, yes. So easy, I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on that PC that I think controls it. Enter the right password and the door should open right up.
でも
But I don't have a clue what that password might be. All we know is it's probably made up of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from there. Maybe it's what fucking Monokuma was going about? I don't know if it was in the last session or 2 sessions ago, but it was in the last session. Remember Monokuma showed to us and seeing a lot of numbers and symbols across? Maybe it's part of this. But maybe not, so we still need to have on the outlook. You are right, that's not nearly enough to go on.
そうね。
I looked through all his paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password. When I think how much time I waste on this. Jeez. So there's a hidden room she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume that there must be some kind of clue waiting in there. But maybe for her, there is more to it than that. Anyway, if we want to get it there, we need to figure out the password. And if Kyoko can figure it out, no way do I stand a chance. No, wait, there might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name?
Huh?
Oh, sorry. I was just trying to think of what the password might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he will use her name as his password. Knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it just to be sure?
さあ、
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it. Do whatever you want. Oh, okay. Well, the desk is home to a computer. It mustn't belong to the headmaster. I didn't want to look at the fucking desk. I want to go to the computer. You know, I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name. But if that's not it, that might just hurt Kyoko even more.
ね
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong. Okay. In that case, here goes nothing. I collected myself, then turned to face the computer monitor. Let me just type the password here. I typed it in her full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. My hands were tense, slightly trembled, and as I finished typing it in, beep. It opened? What? That did it? Kyoko, it worked!
どうして
Why? Kyoko? Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked green. Kyoko, go, go, go! Oh? Hey, Kyoko? I may as well not even have been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on only one thing. A present? Wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. It's a bomb! Look, there is a picture of Kirigiri and her dad. Okay. Fuck you. I didn't want to open it right away because I think it might be a bomb, but okay. There's a brightly colored box here. It seems totally out of place in here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe from it. But I mean, we can not open it. Okay.
大輝くん
Be careful, Makoto. Why? Do you think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous. But surprising, probably. Huh?
どうやら
If it is what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you will be happy to see. Wait, so you know what's in there?
とにかく
Just don't scream or anything, okay? Oh. Are you saying it's something that will make me want to scream? Okay, I'm just gonna open it. Step by heavy step, I approached the box. I took a deep breath, then took hold of the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. The light began to sneak its way into the box. I stole a hesitant glance inside and... I did scream. Kyoko's advice was not used. I let out a trembling cry. What was in the box? It was bones. Well, so far at this point in the game, I am not surprised. And I don't know why Makoto is surprised too. We have already run through so many dead bodies. Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a brightful, joyful box. I mean, who could have possibly imagined? Just as I thought. What? I think there are kirigiris that bones. Since are human bones. Just as you thought? How could you have known that? I mean, there were bones in there. Human bones. Well, it's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body. It's pretty much the same thing. A dead guy in a box. My father. Oh? What about him?
So,
What you found in the box? Those bones. That body. Oh, sorry, it was Kirigiri. That's my father. Or at least, what's left of him. Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? The same man she's been searching for? Hold on now. How can you know that for sure? How do you know that's him?
それが
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer. So, the same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he is somewhere in this school right now. It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. Alter Ego said that the headmaster was probably here in the school, but the only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume
つまり
that most likely my father was in this school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption, anyway. So now, there is no opportunity to call him viejo lesbiano anymore. As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. Or no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I have to believe that at some point she wanted to be proven wrong. Which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko says she wanted to see her father so she could cut off all ties and call him viejo lesbiano. And for all of you that are not in the Latin American humor, viejo lesbiano means lesbian old man. That's a literal translation. But was that all there was to it? Was that all there was to it? I gave up some of that pride. In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I didn't know knowing it was something a true kitty-kitty detective will never do. Would she really give up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder. Hidden room present. Can we inspect the bones a little more? Because I saw like a hit in the school. Ah, this picture. Oh, look at that. Happy kitty kitty. It's all faded. It must be pretty old. Wait, is this a picture of... Hey, Kyoko. Well, this is annoying. I came here to get myself free of the past, and yet... to now find something like this. So what do you expect me to do now? Then I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time, he must have really cared about her. Why? What? I want to face him and tell him myself to cut him out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here. And now he's abandoned me again. And this time he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Kyoko. Have you read Umineko? Photo of Kyoko and headmaster has been added. Okay. This filing cabinet seems like the kind of place you'll find a clue. I should take a closer look, but I don't think Kyoko will like some stranger like me touching her dad's stuff.
Ne.
It's fine. Check whatever you want. Are you sure? Oh, okay then. I went through each drawer one by one, starting from the top, but all I found were piles and piles of unrelated documents. He was pretty dedicated to his job, huh?
So,
It's just because he didn't have anything else. He could have inherited our family business or legacy. Instead, he left it all behind.
もし
If he couldn't even handle a job like this, he would have been that much more of a failure. I'm sure he couldn't stand the thought of that, and it made him desperate. Okay. The headmaster desk. It's probably hiding some kind of clue, so I really want to check it out, but it's the same.
Ne.
Feel free to look around
That
online. Starting from the top, I open all the desk drawers and look inside. I rummage through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer... in case of emergency. Huh? It's a new handbook, right? And it has a label on it that says in case of emergency. I found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk.
つまり
A handbook with no limitations, given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I am assuming that's what it is. Now we can open that locker. I think you're probably
どう
right.
やら
It might prove as useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it? Huh? But Kyoko,
私は
I don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. Then I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay? Nice! We can explore Arthur's lockers.
ね
Listen, Makoto. Huh? Can I ask you a favor? Of course, anything for you, my queen. A favor? What is it?
それは
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this. And I know it will only inconvenience you that much more, but
ね
could you leave?
そう
Just for a little while. I'll just like to be alone for a bit. Kyoko, don't worry, I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little.
ちょっと
I need to get my emotions in order. You know, Kyoko, you told me before about the relationship you had with your dad. How you are only connected by blood, not by heart and soul. But maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you were going to say? If so, it's just a theory. And this isn't an issue that we can settle with theories. That picture doesn't change the facts of what happened, what I went through.
私は
That problem can't be solved so easily. You are right. I'm sorry.
とにかく
Once I got myself under control, I returned to the investigation immediately. So please, just give me some time to myself. Okay, I understand. Then, I'll see you later. Okay, nice. Is she really okay? Kyoko, it must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. See, there is damage on the school. To find out what happened to the headmaster. There's no doubt the mastermind performed that evil deed. To kill the headmaster, kill Kyoko's father. To kill him. The headmaster is dead. The one in Hub's big staff, the one who finalized the plan to isolate you, was the Hub's big headmaster. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he is somewhere in this school right now. But we were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind, which means the mastermind's true identity is... It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single steps in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. 15 of us met in the main hall, and Mukuro to the mix and you get 16. And including me, only 6 of us are still alive. Everyone else is dead. No, Shihiro. Sakura. Mukuro. Chihiro and Sakura's death were the most emotional ones for me. I like Celestia a lot, but she deserved it, and actually her death was really cool. I have been looking at it many times already on repeat because as I already told you, I'm also a Lolita, so I really love the aesthetic they went with her. Even she's undeniable death. But can we really be sure about Mukuro? So the ones still left alive are me, Byakuya, who's really suspicious, Hiro, that he may be playing dumb, and the fact that he's older than all of us is also making me suspicious of him. Toko, that is weird and is genocidal, so not really too sure about her, also suspicious. And Hina, she's the least suspicious person for me, but anything can change. And Kyoko. I also have my doubts on Kyoko because she's part of a very it's not famous because it's the contrary, not famous, but a very secretive family. And maybe this is something to do with her family. Well, the two people I am most suspicious of because of their families is Kirigiri and Byakuya. Kirigiri because she just told us that that her family has been a great line of detectives for many generations, and almost nobody knows them. They work for whomever. They don't distinguish between good or bad. They only rely on facts. And the fact that they did a special treatment to Kirigiri so she will forget her memory. She will get amnesia. Sounds quite suspicious to me. And maybe this was a plot to... I mean, I do understand that if it was Kirigiri's family, they will kill her dad because he deserted. But this whole thing about despair, it's something for me right now is still stupid. To prove that despair is greater than hope. I don't know. And Byakuya because he also comes from a very influential family. You know the fact. I don't know if you call it the same in English, but the factic power. That is when criminal organization takes power over the government and stuff like that. He has told us multiple times. He already repeated that he swears under his what is his last name? Byakura Togami. That he, in the name of the Togami family, he will unsolve all this mystery and whatnot. And he already showed us that the Togami family has access to many things that are beyond police and maybe even governments. So I'm not sure. Those are my most suspicious people right now. For the others, for Hiro and Toko, I have my suspicions on them because of different reasons, but I don't know. I'm not leaning onto them that much. What would really surprise me will be if it's actually Hina, the one behind all of this. Only 6 people are still alive. Then there's no question. Wait, no, that can be. I refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. There just has to be. And I'm still holding on my thinking of that maybe. Okay, yeah. That maybe there are still one of the dead people is taking control. That faked their death. Now we can use Of course you know that it doesn't. Wait, but what about the emergency handbook I found in the headmaster hidden room? Okay, let's give it one more try. I took the emergency handbook and ran that across the card reader and beep! Alright, just what I was hoping for. Now let's see what we have got inside. This locker is totally disorganized. Whoever it belongs to probably has organization problems in every part of their life. This looks like something Hiro will have. This is a crystal ball. Huh? A crystal ball? No, it can't be. There's no way he ever used this locker. It's just not possible. Is this a deck of playing cards? No, they are tarot cards. But wait, aren't these used for telling fortunes? Yep. I actually need to read mine. I'm going to have a very hard week next week. It's just a coincidence, right? Here? There's all kind of textbooks and notebooks stacked up in no particular order. And dust everywhere. I have to assume, however stuff this is, didn't do a lot of studying. Not that I can really talk. Trying to act as casual and natural as possible, I pick one of the notebooks I saw. But the moment I look inside the notebook, a sense of easiness I may have had evaporated. Yeah. What? There was another name in what I saw. Inside the notebook was written Yasuhiro Hagakure. Is this our Yasuhiro? The notebook also contained a large number of notes for a variety of different classes, which would mean he attended classes here? No, that can't be possible. I mean, Hiro came to this school at the same time as the rest of us, and we were all stuck into this evil world. We never had the chance to take any classes. So, what is this notebook? Yeah, when I say that it was weird that Hiro is the oldest one of us, this was for something like this. So I'm not that surprised at all. Okay, I think that's all. No, I don't have the opportunity to. Anything else? Oh. I think I already looked at everything. Sorry. Oh yeah, I could leave. Let's see this one. Now let's see what we got inside. I don't see anything that might be a clue. Okay. Oh, this thing is practically empty. But there's just one thing, some kind of pocketbook. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure whose it is. But there's some writing inside. It could be important. I don't like violating the owner's privacy, but I'd better take a look. It looks like a girl's handwriting, and all the letters are spaced out evenly, like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been really meticulous. Huh? I was flipping through the pocketbook, but my hand froze when I got to a certain page. I saw something familiar written there, words I have heard before. There is a plan to turn Hope Speak into a shelter and isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster, and my father is Kiriri. He was willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our students' prodigies safe, to keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country or world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as the foundation for a new era. This is the only hope I have. I hope that you will be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. This can be true, can it? But I knew it was, and I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko. It couldn't be anyone else. But if this belonged to Kyoko, what was it doing in this locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. She says she hadn't seen her dad since he left when she was little. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just happens to be the headmaster and my father. What does this all mean? I quickly scanned the remaining page of the notebook. I must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing. But when I reached the last page, the question marks spinning through my mind just started spinning that much faster. When I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. Despair. What is this? What does it mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? Despair walked among us, and so we survived. There is a second despair. Okay. Interesting. I think that will be all. But the more I see, the less sense it makes. Because these lockers, I mean, they had to belong to the previous students, right? So, why am I seeing this? Why are there things in the lockers that looks like they belong to people here? A notebook that seems like it belongs to Hiro, and a pocketbook that seems like it belongs to Kyoko. There has to be some kind of explanation. But if I want to find that out, I have to keep moving the investigation forward. And I have to believe in everyone. Which one we checked? It was... Okay, nothing that could be any clue. Okay. But specifically this one. Okay, so we only got Hiro and Kirigiri's things in here. Okay, I think that's it for now. Yes. Okay. I think we already explored what we had to explore in this part. Let's go to the rooms in the other floors that we couldn't access to. This is indeed becoming weirder. Yeah, we are in the first floor. Run, 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 run! Okay, everything was already open in here. I know I can fast travel through this school, but I just want to see if I find anyone else in here. I don't feel like going to to those rooms already, just in case. No, oh, I forgot. I wanted to look at the car. Sorry, at the letter. Maybe this letter was a part of Monokoma's plot. Maybe he wanted us to find it and then he acted all upset and crazy. I'm sure anyone watching the broadcast will just eat that kind of drama up. Yeah, maybe it was planned. Okay. Now, on the third floor, I don't think there was anything locked in here. Recreation room. Yeah, both the art and the physics room were open. Okay, in here, what else was closed? Okay, here data lab was closed, but we have gone already. But we couldn't go into... Oh, Hina! Ah, Makoto, aren't you here to look around too? Is that what you're doing here? Yeah, I can't help but wonder about that Monokuma door. So I figure, if all the doors in school had been unlocked, that one should be open too, right? Although I couldn't bring myself to open it, cause it might explode, right? And that really suck, so you open it. I'm sure she didn't mean it, but she made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up. If it was Toko, on the other hand, I wouldn't mind. Okay, so I guess I will open it. Wait, let me take cover first. I don't want to get explode. Hina raced over to a nearby desk and hid underneath it. Okay, go ahead. Everything will be okay, right? Alright, here goes nothing. I threw all my weight into it, but the door opened much easier than I expected. There was an explosion, thankfully. My first impression was, wow, this place is totally sci-fi. Yeah, I was kinda thinking the same thing. Okay. Oh, is that a shuttle? Shit, sorry. There is some kind of hatch on the floor, but right now I'm more concerned about that weird device. Okay, let's look at the device. What is this device? It looks like some kind of control panel. It's really over the top though, like some kind of military installation or something. Yeah, it kinda looks like a mech cockpit, right? He would probably freak out if he saw it. Cockpit? So the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit? I don't know what that word means. Then could that mean... Alright, let's stop talking at it or whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons. Hold on, you can just or whatever, something like this. But it was too late. Hina was already jabbing away the control panel. Did you hear that? Yeah, I think it came from the other door, or the room. Hina, why did you push? I'm not totally sure, but I think it was that one, the button that says data center. Data center? I took a good look at the control panel, and I saw a bunch of buttons, each with the name of a door of a room next to it. And just like Hina said, there was one label, data center. That must be the one she pushed. But the data center, that's right next door. The room we were just in. That's where the strange noise came from. I probably better go check it out. Yes, please. I'm kind of scared out of my mind right now, so I'll just cheer for you from over here. Thank you, Hina. You are so kind. Did I just hear what I think I heard? Yeah. Is that Monokuma? Yeah. Hey! Give me all your donuts! Is that you, Hina? What? Oh man! Dust! How did you know? Anyway, what is this? Some kind of remote control camera kinda set up? You don't even know what you're controlling? Well, I mean, I can really see anything from here. Ah! Guess what I found? A self-destruct button. Whatever you do, don't push it. Oh man. Were you seriously gonna push it? Anyway, I guess that settles it. The room with the Monokuma drawing on it and the control panel inside. Yep, so this is where all the Monokuma magic happens. Oh, hey Makoto! What the heck was that just now? Monokuma. Huh? What do you mean? What you were controlling just now, it was Monokuma. Monokuma? What? For real? Yup, it looks like that panel, it definitely controls Monokuma. Which means the mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. The mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. And this control room is totally separate from the data center area with all the monitors. In other words, maybe the mastermind can monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Kyoko's theory was right. But if the mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from here, that means they have been inside the school this whole time, right? I guess that would have to be true. But if that is true, I'm not going to read this again. It's like the third time in this hour that we get the same flashback. Then the mastermind's Monokuma's puppeteer really is the 16th student? No, it can be. There's no way, right? That means that Mukuro Ikusawa should be the one that was managing it from here. And once she died, who may have... I don't know. But I definitely think Mukuro was the one that was controlling Monokuma. What's wrong, Makoto? I don't like that face you're making. Oh no, it's nothing. Okay. What about you? Is everything okay? Oh well, it's just... This is where the mastermind's been hiding, right? I don't know if they set up traps or something. I can say it is impossible, but I really hope it's not true. So, like... You wanna leave soon? There's still a lot of other places to check out. Yeah, good point. We can waste all our time standing around here. Okay, do you wanna get going? Yeah. Okay, sorry Hina, but we will be going until our next session. So, okay guys, we are in the final phase. We are learning too many things. We finding more dead bodies, finding more suspicious things, so I need to piece everything together and let's see what we find out more in other closet rooms, but we will see that in the next session. So for now, that will be everything. I hope to see you again in the next session. Bye!